Yo guys, so in today's video we are going to cover Kaspa's price action short term, and of course we are going to cover the moment of truth that I've been talking about. Guys, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing, and of course remember that this video is not financial advice. My name is Luke and let's get the party started. Now guys, tell me that technicals don't really work, right? We got perfectly rejected from this level of a resistance at that white line, and at the moment Kaspa is trading at what? 0.09 cents. Okay, so well, if it comes to 4 hourly is showing us kind of indecision because the MACD kind of flattened out, and well, it's kind of likely in my eyes at least that RSI might go towards the downside. Now if it comes to the daily time frame, ladies and gents, Kaspa looks like it potentially is going to come back. Of course, that also depends on the moment of truth that actually is going to happen in a couple of hours, right? We are going to have CPI reading very soon, right? We can see on MACD, Jesus, these damn ads, we can see that on MACD we are just about to hopefully turn into bullish momentum, and stochastic RSI still has some fuel that, well, basically kind of gives us upside potential, right? Let's quickly have a look at the weekly time frame, guys. Okay, so weekly obviously could potentially be a little bit concerning, however it's very close to the bottom. Okay, let me actually put the horizontal line in here, and as you guys can clearly see, yes, even if Kaspa is going to dip a little bit lower on a weekly perspective, well, that's not a lot from the standpoint of the total bottom. Okay, and after that we obviously had the reversal towards the upside. Okay, so we potentially could see some weekly relief rally for our beloved Kaspa. Okay, I'm going to delete these a little bit later. Obviously the chart is getting a little bit messy, but now guys, let's quickly go through overall sentiment on the market. Okay, so first of all, things on a daily don't really look good. Okay, Bitcoin obviously went towards these lower levels of liquidity, and of course it pulled the overall market towards the downside, and of course the dominance of BTC went towards the downside as well. Anyways, let's have a look what's going on in here for our beloved Kaspa. So we are sitting at market cap at $2.4 billion and the volume is at 82 million. Okay, that's cool. Now guys, I want to go through it very quickly. I don't want to really bore you. Okay, so first of all, yes, it's not Kaspa news, but I believe it's good for Kaspa and overall crypto momentum. Okay, because Crypto Rover is pointing the fact that we've got BlackRock that classified Bitcoin as a risk of asset. Okay, I believe that this is quite big, ladies and gents. Okay, so now more grandmas and grandpas are basically going to be let's say more confident into investing into BTC, let's say. And speaking about BTC, guys, things as of yesterday don't really look juicy. Okay, but of course that is just temporary. Okay, you have to remember that this is not BlackRock and actually Larry Fink that is purchasing these ETFs. These are just grandmas and grandpas, and of course people that are actually choosing these financial managers to actually invest into BTC, okay, through ETFs. Okay, it's not actually Larry Fink, but anyways, if it comes to BlackRock, we had purchasing power as of yesterday. However, if it comes to Ethereum, guys, we are sitting at 12.6 mil, and that was purchased through BlackRock. Okay, 12.6 mil for Ethereum, so we could see something juicy. Okay, and now guys, the moment of truth. Okay, every single time we are basically have actual CPI at 2.9 as forecasted. In this particular case, market is reacting quite positively towards these news. Okay, so hopefully we are getting to get either 2.9 or 2.8. That will be even better, obviously. Okay, let's find out. Okay, we are going to come back to technicals a bit later, but guys, look at this. Trump again bought $5 million worth of Ethereum. They know something about Ethereum we aren't aware of, right? Like you can see, this company World Liberty Finance is basically behind Trump, or Trump is behind this company, right? So you see that they are purchasing, and also they are purchasing different, I believe, move, right, different altcoin. Nonetheless, guys, Crypto Rover is also pointing out the fact that gold took the lead and Bitcoin will catch up. Okay, every single time gold is going towards the upside, Bitcoin is catching up, and of course that is going to push the price of overall altcoins towards the upside, I hope. But of course, all of us are actually waiting not for temporarily push towards the upside, but actual altcoin season. We are going to get into Bitcoin's dominance shortly. And guys, please forgive me the fact that I'm not talking only about Kaspa, because you have to understand, if the overall market sentiment and macro data, macroeconomic data isn't the way it should be, Kaspa isn't going to pump. Okay, anyways, we are going to come back into Kaspa a bit later. Now Mr. Prof is pointing out some valid alpha, so better listen up, because altcoin season is not cancelled, well, according to him, and you might need more patience than last time. And this rally looks like the big brother of the 2014-2018 cycle. So guys, I don't really want to bore you with these macro charts. Obviously, looking at these cycle previously, 2014 and 2018, we can see that we had this huge impulse wave after this mid-cycle correction, which he believes that we are currently at, right? Obviously, guys, they are going to be shaking this market. They are going to be shaking retail because they don't want us to experience this parabolic phase, okay? Remember about this, okay? Not everybody is making that in crypto, okay? I guess that patience is key. Anyways, another chart provided by Mr. Crypto Rover, he says that altcoins are going to go parabolic, okay? So from the standpoint of parabolic phase, altcoins are still intact, okay? And this is total crypto market cap that is excluding top 10 on a weekly time frame. So you see, guys, how annoying it is, okay? You can imagine going back to, what, 2017, there was a huge pump. Everybody degenerated into that green dildo candle like crazy. And what happened? They bought the local top, right? We've been consolidating in 2017 like crazy. Of course, these people got shaken out of the market, and then the market got pumped again and then dip again, right? You get what I'm saying, right? So, guys, most likely, in my personal opinion, this is probably the similar case, okay? We haven't really dipped below this kind of parabolic structure, let's say. Anyways, let's move on, because speaking about Move that I was just mentioning about, right? Trump just bought Move and Ethereum, okay? And that was posted today, okay? At 1:36 p.m. well, here in Thailand, Bangkok. So, guys, you can clearly see what's going on. Trump is accumulating crypto on a dip. Anyways, we have just reached the highest amount of selling pressure on Bitcoin spot exchanges since the collapse of 3AC in June 2022. Levels of Luna crash, Corona crash, FTX crash, and May 2021 crash. And on the top of that, we had the biggest liquidation in history of crypto. Yet, the price is still close to 98k USD. Sellers are exhausted. They liquidated $10 billion, demolished 740,000 leverage players, done. And now they will create altcoin season because they entered at the bottom. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised, okay? I know that this sounds very, very bad, but you have to understand that, these exchanges are businesses, okay? And businesses are making money, okay? So what kind of business is that if lots of retail people, crypto degens, is going to make millions, right? They are not going to make money. Well, of course, I'm not accusing anybody over here, but, that kind of is clear, by looking at these charts, at least to me, okay? So, of course, I'm not saying that you should degenerate into Kaspa or anything else, to being honest with you guys. I'm just letting you know what are my opinions, because, I haven't sold. Also, I haven't took, as much as profits as I would like. However, by looking at all of the data, well, I guess I'm telling myself that I need a little bit of more patience. And, obviously, you have to do your own due diligence and research. Anyways, looking at liquidity for BTC, we could see volatility, okay? All depends now on CPI reading, because we've got liquidity as high as 97k on a daily for BTC and as low as 94, okay? So if the CPI isn't going to be juicy, well, I see Bitcoin at least 94, okay? At least temporarily. Now, ladies and gents, let's have a look at our beloved Kaspa, shall we? And then we are going to look at other charts on TradingView. So Kaspa, Binance Perpetual 24 hourly, so that's going to be our short time frame, okay? So now, guys, what I see is pretty much similar as with BTC. If the CPI data is going to be positive, we are going to see Kaspa trading at 10 cents one, and if it comes to downside, if CPI is going to be not as juicy, 0.9 to grab the liquidity, or even lower, okay? However, guys, the overall market is exhausted, all of the sellers, and there's nobody to sell to at this point, right? Because the retail is pretty much gone, most of the retail at least. Only spot holders like us are actually here, and obviously we're not trading with leverage. So let's see, guys, how things are going to go. But you see what's going on for Kaspa, okay? I would still be cautious, okay? We've got huge levels of liquidity to be liquidated at 0.08 cents, and we've got 86,000 to be liquidated, okay? So I guess that it would be actually a good thing, not financial advice actually, to set up a limit buying order in here, just in case if the price is going to dip in here, guys, right? In order to accumulate further. Now let's quickly hop into other charts, okay? So let's go into BTC's dominance, guys. All right, BTC's dominance is playing huge tricks with us. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, and we still have kind of, you know, that downtrend that's playing out on 4 hourly. All right, however, we are still basically above this line in here, right? Yesterday I was saying that it's so juicy because we have dipped, but of course BTC's dominance had to play you know, games with us, right? Nonetheless, the good thing is that we basically have another confirmation, another time this dominance is being rejected from this level of a resistance on 4 hourly. Okay, of course not mentioning about, you know, this overall extension in here. Let me actually extend it a little bit, and we could technically consider this even as a rough, you know, another confirmation and overall, you know, drop. Okay, let's see how that is going to play out. And now if it comes to MACD and RSIs, let's have a look. Okay, so that's 4 hourly, whatever. Let's have a look at daily. Okay, so the daily time frame is showing us that we might gonna see some bearish cross in here, and of course daily stochastic RSI is going towards the downside. Now also another fact is that if we are going to look at that candle in here, guys, we see that we have this hammer, okay, pushing the price of a daily, which actually flipped red as I speak. Now guys, let's have a look at USDT dominance and let's see what that is actually telling us. Okay, another, I would say, bullish thing. I know that bubbles don't really tell us, and probably your portfolio doesn't really tell you that this is bullish. However, we are getting rejected from this overall level in here again, and in my opinion this is a bullish thing. And of course stochastic RSI is kind of going towards the right side, towards the bottom basically, and MACD is showing us a certain sign of, let's say, exhaustion on a daily. This is obviously the hopium I'm giving myself and you guys, but again, please don't treat this like a financial advice because I'm not financial advisor. Please remember that you should do your own research. Okay, now my conclusion in this video is that until we are going to see CPI, we cannot jump into any conclusions, right? If it's going to be as forecasted 2.9, I believe that the market is going to react positively towards that. If not, well, we will go from there and we are going to reevaluate the charts from tomorrow's update. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching, and as always, peace and love, crypto.